Dun dun dun. Yeah. Oh, don't be alarmed. I'm on oxygen. Uh, Doctor wants me on oxygen because I got to do a lung test on Monday. So they want to know how much my lung capacity is. So don't be alarmed. I'm okay. So we get ready to start the show. This is gonna be a Saturday pop up. Anything can happen. I'm gonna start right after this word. Hold on. Ha ha ha! Good afternoon, content creators. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show. Don't be alarmed. Wearing oxygen. I got an oxygen test Monday. They're gonna monitor my lung function. So my doctor said I need to wear this for the weekend. They want to find out what my capacity of my lung function is. They're gonna try to get me as strong as possible when I do those tests. So don't be alarmed. I am here. I am here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show. And like always, the Bud Files are always here. Always here. But those of you that not want to know what I was doing for the past several weeks, several months, here is the bottom line. I was worried about this election, but we finally made it. I am so happy. Not going to talk about that much a lot, but it's been fun. But I am back on here, making everybody want to know what's going on. So this is what's going on today. Just hanging out. We're going to see what kind of problems we can get into. Let's see here. I know I'm going to get a lot of problems. So where you guys for your concern. Yes. So I have sent some friends. Reminder on Facebook. I got that link. Let's see here. Let's see. So a lot of things have been happening. There was a hurricane in the Gulf, and it's now as like a tropical storm. So we got that going on. And yes, I need to set up my Do you set up my Christmas shopping? Yes, we had an election, and yes, I'm here to say, I'm going to say the wonderful words, Merry Christmas. Now, since we're talking about cruising, and since we're talking about coming up in a matter of weeks is Black Friday, we got to talk about something that's in the air right now. Walmart is starting early, November 11th, which is on a Monday. You'll find some deals. Amazon is doing that too. So if you are a Black Friday shopper like I am, you will be doing that yourself. So we're gonna talk about some stuff today. We might do some weather report. I think I've got one right here. Uh, let's see. We're just gonna wait until someone will come on. Let's see if I could. Or we could talk about home theater. But you know what? I need to get some hours. So, guys, if you want to come in,
This game, you're not ready for it.
yeah, I am not. All right. Mm-hmm.
Brake 30 meters later and ease off the pressure. For this hairpin, turn in 20 meters earlier and focus on smoother throttle exit.
All right, we got that going on, but yes. So everybody wants to know what's going on. So this is what's going on. Matter of a couple of weeks, we'll be having a Thanksgiving holiday. Uh, and everybody wants to know everybody's okay on that wave. Let's see here. Let's see. Hold on. I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, can't get in touch with anybody. I can't get in touch with anybody. Yeah. So we are waiting here. I'm just sitting here on the telephone. Mm. Did not answer. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to talk to me. All right. So we're gonna check the weather real quick. Man, they've been on commercial for an awful long time. All right. So they're not doing the weather. So we're gonna go for a basement home theater. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's at a church gathering on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Hey, Antoinette. Antoinette and Fun. How you doing, young lady? I am just sitting here. I got to do some lung tests on Monday. They sent me a portable oxygen tank. They're gonna test my lungs on Monday, so they want to find out what my lung capacity. So they told me I need to wear this for the weekend while I'm sleeping during the weekends to get my. They want to find out what my lung capacity is when I'm doing those exercises and how much today. So they want me to do this. I am doing okay. I am gonna be talking about anything you want to talk about. You want to talk about the world wave that hit that Royal Caribbean ship. You want to talk about the Princess cruise ship that got canceled for the third time in Galveston. I have a fear. Or we could talk about Black Friday that's coming out in a matter of weeks. Yes, I need motivation to get back in shape. So I talked about a friend of mine, and I'm going to tell him after I do my test, I got to tell him the truth. He's going to be, well, he's just going to be very upset with me. So I thought I was motivated. Let's see if you motivate me. Let's see if you probably now if I do like a motivation like losing 100 pounds by next November, uh, he wants to talk to my doctor. He's gonna talk to one of my friends to take me to the doctor's office. He's gonna talk to my cleaning lady, and I'm gonna be on the highest restriction of diet. And we gotta pay out a plan for December YMCA. Uh, so we had not seriously talked about that. I think we're gonna talk about that after I do my lung tests and all that stuff. So uh, Hold on. So I have at least a year, actually, a year from today. I have 1 year from today to get back in shape. Um, so I got a couple of challenges to do. So that's why I'm here today. We're also going to talk about some home theater stuff, cruising stuff. And by the way, I love it. That's why 8 months ago, hold on, this. Okay. So this is a tiny bedroom. All right. We're going to play this. Okay, here we go. As soon as I get rid of these commercials. Uh, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Myself to see if I could turn this tiny spare bedroom in our house into a proper home theater for my family to enjoy, and I'm actually really surprised by how it turned out. Let's ramble.
Hold on, face go up when I pull up. They all on me like they want some.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's great to see you all again, and if you're new here, I'm Patrick, and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff. So yeah, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably know that there have been some pretty big changes in my life these past couple of years. I started this YouTube channel pretty much at the beginning of the pandemic, which I was running out of a spare bedroom, not much bigger than the one we're in now. When our twin girls were born, making a total of 3 daughters, it was virtually impossible to keep working out of the house, so I decided to take a leap of faith and rent a studio space in town, which turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. Now, with me out of the house and our little family growing, we started moving some rooms around in the house to accommodate all the girls, and we had 2 more rooms left on the floor above. Well, 2.5 actually, but that's for another video. Anyway, one of those 2 rooms is a guest room, and the other one, which is an exact mirror image of the guest room, was basically being used as storage space. Now, I've been reviewing some projectors on the channel, and while I had a little space in the studio kitchen kind of dedicated to shoot that stuff, it was not ideal. So one day I thought, wouldn't it be cool to build a little home theater style space to do these reviews, with the added benefit that my family could enjoy that space too. So I decided to clear out this space and see what we could achieve with what little space we had, and decided to document the whole thing so we could share it with you guys.
I can do it, yeah.
Doing something similar. So we're off to a bit of a rough start since I lost the footage of the painting process, but ta-da.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I can do it, but this is the hard part. To get my best friend, my financial advisor, to agree on it. But here's the scoop. I have till December to put down the deposit. The deposit is $199, and I got Bruce. Well, Ocean is going to try me a good quote that I can find. So I got to do a quote on that one. I can do monthly payments. I also got to make some money on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm going to be doing that full time. That means I get it monetized. So thank you guys for watching. I got more lives coming up. I got more videos coming up during the process. And yes, the disease workout will become the disease power hour will be coming back on. I have discussed it with my cleaning lady. She also does my shopping. So things are looking good. So and with that, I'm gonna talk to my friend of mine. His family is getting ready to join the YMCA. Speaking of that, I need to call him real quickly. Let me go ahead and call him. Let's see here. That's right. Let's see if he answers his phone. I will. Yeah. You won't answer his phone. Mm. He's probably got work with his wife. Let's, let's see here. Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up?
Got a question for you. We were talking about. I'm thinking about joining the YMCA. Have you talked to your wife about that?
Not anymore. We have. We talked about it off and on, but we just had. I'm in Weatherford right now.
Okay. After I do my lung test, I am thinking about joining the YMCA in December.
Yeah.
So it'll give me plenty of time to think about that. But I you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of weighing 300 something pounds,
Yeah.
and I'm getting sick and tired of just walking from a short
Because
distance. Yeah,
if you don't get a handle on it, it could be a bad thing.
it could be out of control. Yes. So.
But yeah, it could also cost you your life.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the thing I've been thinking about. So you know what? As I do that lung test, I'm gonna tell Greg how much I weigh. He's gonna be upset. He might do another challenge. You never know.
Yes. All right. Hey, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, man. All right. See you Monday. Bye. Okay, so all right. So we will do that. We'll figure that out. We can work something out. I got friends. I got friends in low. Yes, you can see me on Oxygen. Yes. So, if you have any questions for me, if you want to come up, what do we call that? I was calling my niece.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right. So I can do it. Yeah. Well, the one thing I am afraid of, and I know he's gonna chew me out about my weight. He's gonna say, Z. He's gonna say, Z, what the F? I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say, Z, what the F? And it's all me. And yes, I am responsible. So we will. After I do the test, I'll tell him the truth. He's not gonna like it. All right. So back into home theater.
Anyway, I wanted to do whatever I could do to make this feel like an actual movie theater. So I ordered some red carpet tiles to lay a floor. You can keep this part surprisingly cheap by searching online for batches of leftover tile. These floor tiles are used a lot by brands to build pop-up stands at conventions and trade shows, and oftentimes they buy too many, and these go back on the market for really cheap. I looked for the typical red color you'll find in a lot of movie theater floors, and because they're tiles, it is super easy to install. You just cut the outer ones to size so they align with the walls, and within a couple of hours, the floor is done. No glue, no nails, just some adhesive tape here and there. You know, we rent this house, so I try to keep any gluing and drilling to an absolute minimum, so it'll be very easy to restore if we ever do decide to leave this place. An added benefit to these tiles is that they help a great deal absorbing sound. So not only will movies sound a lot better, it will also be way less noisy on the floor below. Next, I wanted to emulate the look of those light strips you usually see along the steps going up in a movie theater, you know? I got a bunch of Philips Hue light strips to run along the floorboards to recreate that look. It's also the perfect amount of light to watch a movie while still being able to see where you're going. The projector screen I already had. I just took the one I'd been using to do the reviews at the studio and brought it here, measured it, and put it up perfectly set up. I was considering getting a bigger one, but...
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197.
Oh, God. Really?
No, thank you. I got a friend who told me about this website.
I don't care.
But for a room this size, this one actually turned out to be perfect. It is motorized, which was very useful in the studio since it was placed basically in the kitchen. But in this room, we just keep it rolled out and leave it like that. Now, this next part really made me nervous. The centerpiece of any home theater, the thing that really makes or breaks the space, are the theater seats. At the studio, I had one single theater seat by a brand called Valencia Theater Seating that I reviewed last year or the year before that, I'm not really sure. I'll leave a link to that video down below in case you're interested. Anyway, that seat must be one of the most comfortable theater seats I've ever used. It's fully motorized, it can be put in a bunch of different positions, and it's got a bunch of little gadgets on board that make it really fun to use for us tech heads. There's only one problem with this seat, it's only one seat. So I reached out to Valencia again, told them about this project, and they were kind enough to partner up on this video by sending us a row of 3 seats. I can't thank them enough, and please do check out their website. Those guys are amazing, and so are their seats. The reason I was nervous is because A, I had no idea if I would be able to get these seats up to the 3rd floor using our very narrow staircase, and B, I didn't know if it would all fit the way I had envisioned it. I mean, getting these things into the house was a challenge, but getting them up the stairs was something else. I tried to use some tools to make things easier, but in the end, nothing really worked except some good old-fashioned elbow grease. How I managed to get them all up here without damaging anything, I don't know, but we got it done, and I couldn't be happier. And that really was the hard part, because putting these together is a breeze. They come in 2 parts, you simply click them together, connect the plugs, and you're good to go. Alongside the single seat I brought from the office, the 4 seats look great next to each other, and they fit the space perfectly. What makes these seats work so well in a small space like this is that you can place them pretty much flush up against the wall, and they will still work because when you put them in one of the recline positions, they slide forward without the back of the seat hitting the wall. You can adjust the recline, the lumbar support, and the headrest individually, so anyone should be able to find the perfect position for them. And once you have, you can save that favorite position, so all you have to do next time is press a button, and there you go. Personally, I like to tilt it all the way back with the headrest all the way up for a super comfortable viewing experience. The armrests offer a bunch of space for your remotes, cables, maybe a blanket, whatever you want to keep in there. And there's some USB outlets as well. And of course, there's cup holders. What makes this row of seats so cool though, is the fact that the middle seat turns into a full-blown console with its own cup holders, USB ports, and some actual power outlets too. Under the headrest, there are some lights that are perfect if you quickly need some light during a movie. Valencia also sells these useful accessories like tray tables and tablet and phone stands, so you can really customize your seat. The cherry on top are the LED lights that make these seats really pop. Again, huge thank you to Valencia for sending these over, and definitely check out their website. Links to everything in the description below. The projector I installed is actually the last projector I reviewed for the channel. This is the JM Go M1 Ultra, and I have nothing but good things to say about this thing. The 4K laser image is fantastic, and it has incredible keystone correction, which is crucial for a small room like this. I have to fire it at the screen sideways, since the slanted room leaves no space to place it behind the seats. So being able to correct the angle from the side to make it look straight is crucial. The next important thing, and this is also one of the things that separates a home theater from a glorified TV room, is the audio. Being an Apple fan, I decided I wanted to run everything through a 4K Apple TV. The
Oh,
projector
please.
does have Android TV, but I just love the Apple TV. I think it's one of Apple's most underrated products. It's much more than just a TV box. It's actually a great hub, and it can even manage all of your audio, meaning I would only need a single Apple remote to control the entire setup. I considered using 2 Apple HomePods for the setup like we do in the living room, but that's not going to cut it for cinema audio. So
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance.
Shut up.
So after a bit of research, I landed on the Sonos Arc soundbar. Mounting it to the wall gives a really nice and clean look. I was hoping the soundbar would be enough for a small room like this, since it can basically emulate surround sound by bouncing it off the walls, but it wasn't quite what I expected, so I decided to bite the bullet and get the subwoofer and the Sonos Era 300s as well, and man, what a difference that made.
Okay.
This is what I had in mind when I was thinking about cinema sound.
All right, you're doing the cheap stuff. So now there's 2 ways you can do a home theater. Let's see, small bedroom to a home theater. I didn't want a small home theater room. Hold on. Now, for those of you that are men, you need a man cave. You need a dedicated home theater. Now, as I'm single, I don't have to ask permission. I can do whatever I want. I spend my money. But there's, let me see here. So basement, workout room, bar. Nope. So we're gonna do this. We're doing the latest. So I gotta do it this week. Actually, we're gonna do it this week. Make it easier. Episode 1. Okay, I am looking. Would you pick? Oh, 5,000. Okay. All right, let's do this. AV. Yes, I like these guys. You can check it out on YouTube. It's AV Experience. A lot of good guys. Know what they're talking about. They've been building home theaters.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AV Experience.
Hey.
Last time, you guys mentioned that you wanted us to do a entry video, and I didn't do it again. So, we got to keep these rolling of Ryan thinking he's going to do something and then not remembering he's going to do that one thing until he hits the go live button and it sees the 3, 2, 1 countdown timer. And I told Jonathan before, watch me screw this one up again. And I did.
You did fine.
I didn't remember the intro video.
Okay.
I'm doing that. I'm going to do that tomorrow.
It'll all work out.
At some point. Oh, how have you been? You've been busy.
I have. I was doing some work at a church camp this weekend and have some sun on my face, a little sunburn. It was a nice trip. We tore down 3 bunkhouses and we started building a shed for them today. We had 21 men there, so it was kind of like an Amish barn raising, so to speak. It seemed like we were really working good.
Amish barn raising.
Just in the sense of how fast things were getting done. I mean, we made a lot of progress because there's so many men there.
That's good.
I'm not Amish, obviously.
Well, I think it was a good analogy. I mean, I've seen the videos and stuff of those things going
barns
up.
up. There's nothing
Barn
flat.
goes up in like a day. They're
Yes.
taking a lunch break and the roof's on. What else do you have to do?
Yeah.
And they're done, but there's 500 of them.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
Things
and have
like
you seen
that.
the videos even where they're like walking the barn to a different location?
Yes!
And they built it. They have all the men like underneath the support of the outside of the frame, and it's wild.
I
They're
see
moving the entire
guys,
building.
construction companies using these big trucks and stuff. I'm like, just call the Amish. They would do it for you. Like, it'd be more effective, more precision, and be done.
You know,
It's quite impressive. And that wasn't like making fun of it. It's
not at all.
downright impressive. Like, it is.
Now
Man.
everyone's furiously Googling Amish barn raising because they told me, how did I go down this rabbit hole?
I don't know. Well, that's where it's up. I look like I'm HDR. I'm not. It's just my lighting. I have one light on because I have another light that decides that it doesn't want to respond half the time for unknown reasons. And I have a MacBook Pro that decides sometimes it wants to use all of its USB capability or Thunderbolt, and sometimes it decides it doesn't. Granted, I am pushing the USB interfaces and Thunderbolt interfaces on that thing to its limit for how many USB devices are on here for a MacBook and my docking station and stuff, so I gotta give it credit. But did you see the stuff for the new MacBooks?
No,
Man,
I don't
So-
follow Mac.
the M4, the new processor, just came out. It
Yes.
just got announced. It just hit Cinebench. It is the fastest single core processor ever
Really?
in the residential side.
That's cool.
Beats the new Intels, beats the new AMDs. Like it's pretty impressive. It's like a 50% supposedly increase over the previous generations, which is fantastic. I mean, seeing those gains it's nice. And
They're not using a CISC processor though, right? Like the complex instruction set. Aren't they using like an ARM or a
It's ARM.
RISC-based processor?
no, it's ARM.
Yeah.
Because they went from Intel late teens to ARM, and there's been some headaches because there's some architectures, like one of the things that I run into problems with is with my calibration gear. The calibration gear doesn't work on Mac, and then you can run things in parallels, but because it's not Intel based anymore, so it's not AMD or anything, it is now ARM. The Windows installation, some equipment does not work with ARM installations of Windows. So that's one of the big hangups. Now I have I have a Windows laptop for Control4 for programming and RTI and video calibration and stuff because the meters and stuff just don't work, unfortunately. So I have a $300 laptop just for that. Yay! But everything else, the Mac looks great. Enough about that though. So you did church stuff, Amish barn raising. What did I do? I got a visualizer working in the theater. So I was very happy.
Oh, was
about
that you? You sent me a random video of like
Yeah,
a
that's what that
EQ
is.
thing, and I didn't even know what it was.
So I got there's a server in my networking cabinet that is now running Rune. So it's my Rune server, and it's also a Rune player. And I'm just using Wallpaper Engine. So Wallpaper Engine has some things where you can just add to wallpapers visualizers. And I know there's other ways to do this, but I've used this in the past. And it'll take any output from that particular server and just put it on the visualizer. So now that server is going into my matrix, and the matrix is coming into the theater, and I can use it as an output. So eventually, it'll go into a multi-viewer, which I haven't installed yet. But the multi-viewer I can put in like the bottom right corner, kind of like picture in a picture. And then the other thing, Bob was over here today, and he helped me run some cable. I'm hiding a calibration microphone in the theater so that we can pull up Smart's acoustic analysis on everything in real time. So we can see exactly what is being played and the frequencies that are coming into the theater and what we're actually hearing. And we can overlay that onto the screen. So that's been my day, aside from doing some electrical and some outlet stuff. And what did we do today? Oh, we had lunch with Grandma and Grandpa. So I did that this morning, and then I did that. And then tomorrow is all sports. So that's been...
Your grandma and grandpa are still alive, huh?
Several are. So I've got... Today was my wife's grandfather and grandmother on her dad's side. So I've got a lot of grandparents that are still alive. Several that are in their 90s.
That's good.
Well, it's good.
Mine have all passed on, and I miss them. Not to make this podcast that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're special to me.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
that.
I'm glad you're taking advantage of the time you have.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. But on today's topic, did you make it?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not as thorough as yours was. I know you were.
I don't know.
But I had some in the back of my head of things that I was already kind of on track for. So it's just kind of like finding current prices, which, man, I didn't realize prices had gone up so much since last time I looked for like projector screens. I couldn't find any AT projector screen for less than like $500, even on Amazon.
Oh, you went projector.
For the home theater thing, that's what I wanted to do. But mercy, like, why did those go so high? They used to be able to get an entry one for $300, $350.
Yeah.
Times have changed in just a short period of time.
So, I think we start with, let's talk about each component.
Sure. So I kind of made two lists just for that reference. I don't know if you did or not, but we had talked about a living room system, kind of primarily, and then a home theater thing. I just kind of made two lists.
Oh, I didn't make two lists.
Do you have mostly living room focus?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, you could easily change it. I mean, it's not something that you...
All right. So basically, if you are a person that is a man and you want a dedicated room, you want to have like a studio / home theater room / man cave, you're going to start from scratch. Now, this is how you're going to do it. It's called research. You have YouTube, you have Amazon, you have Newegg. Now, basically, the system has to have like 5 or 6 components to have your actually room. Guys, this is important. Now, if you have a spare bedroom, you got to make it as dark as possible. Gray, blue, or black. And if you can do that, it's perfect. Now, unfortunately, I live in an apartment and I can't do that. But I am going to get me some black curtains. So I'm going to have my curtains set up the way I want it. My room's going to be as dark as possible. So that. In my bedroom. Now, here's the problem I have in my bedroom. My bedroom does not have carpet, which I just don't get why my apartment does not have carpet. It has tile. Here's the substitution you can do. Get as many carpets as you can. Now, the difference between what you want. Do you want red carpet? You want black carpet? I'm thinking in my brain, I'm going to have red carpet because I love red. Red is my favorite carpet. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah. You need a lot of this. Favorite drink, drinky, Fireball. Fireball. Okay, so you got your research, you got your dedicated room, you're going to make it as dark as possible. Now, here's the part of the research that you need to see. You got to put you under a budget. As of me, I have no limit for my budget. As long as I pay all my bills first, the rest of the money could be your budget. Now, here's the thing that I need to do for my room. Now, it says in a couple of weeks we're gonna have Black Friday. Black Friday is the best time for you guys to get your TV that you want, the size what you want, any kind like Sony, TCL. If you want to have a projector, you can do that, but you gotta have your wife's permission and all that. Oh, BS. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find me the biggest 4K TV. I am looking for a 55 or a 75 inch. So that's the $300. Now you can find that, but I'm gonna be quick on the draw. You mean when Black Friday deal starts, it starts the afternoon of Thanksgiving on Amazon. So I'm gonna be up most of the day. Not gonna be drinking alcohol. Got money saved up. But hit that Amazon. Amazon is the best way. You have Prime. You get that in 28 to 72 hours. Or you can pick it up at Amazon Place in your location. Mine is going to be delivered because I can't carry that stuff. That's why you have friends. Why can't we be friends? Anyways, the 5575 will be in my bedroom. The 52 I have now will be in this studio here. Now, I'm going to be doing some serious shopping. Now, as far as me is concerned, the only problem I have in my studio right now is this Chrome one. Chromebook. I need a Windows PC that works. So I'm doing that. I found I might have to build me one. I'm looking at one to build one. I got this old one here. I'm going to take that out the hard drive out of this one here. I can't show you right now, but you saw in my videos. We'll take the hard drive out of that one, put it in the new one. That's going to be a backup. I got a main hard drive. Most of my stuff is in there. And yes, we will be making some. Now, okay, so you got that done. You got the TV. You got the TV. You got all the stuff you need. You're going to need a AV receiver. Now, guys, I recommend Yamaha. AV receiver, 5.1 or better. I got a 5.1 Yamaha. Had it for 8 years. If I need another one, I'm going to get me another one. That one has 4 HDMI ports. I can hook up my TV, my Xbox, my computer, my tablet, and then you need your HI hub. Have that just in case. Now here's the thing. So you got your AV receiver. You need another brain. Another brain for your system will consist of a computer, a PC. Now, guys, this is the thing. When you build your own PC, you can build all the parts you want. Make sure all your parts are compatible for what you're going to do. I am going to have Windows 11. I'm going to have at least 64 gigabytes. I don't need a CD drive. I'm going to have a SD card, video card, graphics card, and that's basically you need for your PC. You don't have to be high, all that. You don't need all that. It's hooked up to the hub. The hub is your PC, and your PC is your control center for your home theater. You have all your movies, all your TV shows, all your TV shows, all your music, all your pictures into your hub. Now, this PC doesn't have to be big and huge. It only has to be on 24/7, so it's not gonna work that much. You get a mini computer, mini PC. Those have to be powerful. Only thing it uses for transfer your movies, your TV shows, your music onto your screen. That's all it is. And then if you want to build a hub, a hard drive, you can do like I got. One of them right now, I have a 3 terabyte hard drive for all my movies and stuff. I'm gonna be shopping for a 5 or 10 terabyte hard drives on Amazon. Now, this is a good time for Amazon. This is a good time for Black Friday. So this will be a real Black Friday. Past couple of years, you had to deal with COVID and all that bull crap. Am I going to do it outside? No. I'm doing all this online, so I don't have to go anywhere. Don't have to fight those crowds. Don't have to hear nosy kids. I want this, I want this, I want that. You're going to have grown men there. I want this, I want that. But research is key. Research. Guys, you can do whatever you want. You have your own budget. Guys, you deserve it. You work hard. You need to play hard. So I'm just going to see here. I'm going to make sure I'm doing this right. Nobody's going to be watching this, I know. But I got somebody watching me. I got to make this special dedication to my baby mama, Scarlett. She is my baby mama on TikTok. She keeps me under control. Because I have growing chaos. And let's see. Yes, we have 2 people watching. We have 2 people watching it. Yes. We have 2 people watching. Thank you guys for doing that. Appreciate it. I will continue on. So you have your TV, you have your components, AV receiver. Now the part that you really need, speakers. I recommend front, back, surround. I recommend you get that. I also recommend, if you can afford it, a subwoofer. A subwoofer would be good if you like bass, which every guy likes bass. Especially if you got movies like Top Gun Maverick, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Titanic, all those great movies, and you want surround sound. Minimum recommendation is 5.1. You can get a 7.1 or 9.1, 9.2 or 9.3. The 0.3 is your subwoofer. You can have at least 3 or 5. I have seen somewhere people have 7 or 8 subwoofers in their home TV. Spend a lot of money, but it's up to you. Number 4, and this is most important. If you're building a home theater room, please don't buy no cheap stuff. Don't go to Goodwill. Don't go to pawn shops. Don't even go on Facebook. This is your investment. You want brand new stuff. I've learned over the years when I was doing this, honestly, I always try to be cheap, and cheap does not work. Pawn shops do not work because you're going to go to a pawn shop, you don't know what is going on. You're going to buy that product, and about 3 weeks later, it breaks because you don't know what kind of damage you're doing. Always buy new or pre-new to Amazon. Best Buy, Newegg. Well, I recommend you buy new stuff. If you have speakers that you have for years and they still continue like I do, have that. And by the way, your speakers should be the same brand. I have Yamaha. I love my Yamaha. Now, I got two of them. I am looking for a center channel, which I use on my TV, but that's okay. But if I want to advance my center channel, I'm going to look for Yamaha center channel. I'm going to look for rear speakers to Yamaha and Yamaha subwoofer. This is it. Your subwoofer doesn't have to be Yamaha because I don't think they make subwoofers. But try to get something close. Like I said, do not be cheap. I am warning you. Do not be cheap because you're going to be going to someday watching a movie, exciting stuff, and one of your components quits on you and ruin your video experience, your home theater experience, you will be pissed. Now, wiring is easy. Just follow the instructions. Go to YouTube. They'll show how to wire it correctly. Mainly, a lot of people are using Netflix. I do not recommend Netflix. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. You don't have the movies, TV shows you want. I recommend. Now, this is what I do. I usually don't do this. Like you go to Walmart, you go to Best Buy, basically Walmart, and find your DVDs and rip your DVDs to the hard drive. Rip it to the hard drive one time, have that DVD on storage, but you rip it to the hard drive, back up your hard drive with another one, which this year I'm going to do. That's why I'm going to find me a decent 5 terabyte hard drive and go ahead and do that. Anyway, all you guys out there that are on YouTubers, if you want to make a wish list, Amazon wish list, put it on your community page. Ask your wife or girlfriend Christmas list. If you take care of your wife, they'll take care of you. Just saying. Happy life, happy person. You gotta be happy too. I'm just saying, you just gotta be happy. Let me see, what else do we gotta go talk about? Don't forget tomorrow. We'll do this again tomorrow. Don't forget. Sea Lake Journeys will be on at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central tomorrow. They're going to talk about their cruise experience. We have controversial cruising, Warstone Adventures. I don't know if he's going to be on. Island Time might be on tonight, tomorrow night. And we got the Cowboy. But guys, thank you guys for coming in. I will tell you the updates on Monday. I'm going to try to do a morning show before I go to my tests. I'll tell you what the condition is. I'll tell you what they said about that. But home theater, Black Friday. Don't forget, starting on Monday, Walmart's doing some shows, doing some Black Friday deals. If you are a cruiser, go ahead and get your electronics at Walmart. I recommend you do that. You're going to have some fun this time. All right, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Because I only had 2 people watching. Guys, if you're watching this, don't forget, on this video, if you're watching this on replay, then you can put hashtag replay underneath the bottom of the video. We'll come out with more videos coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. The election is over, and we won. All right, we're going to get out of here. Do not drink and drive. Do not hang around with no things to do. And always drink responsible, please. Especially during Merry Christmas. Yes. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. I'm not saying the other BS. Merry Christmas. Peace out. This is Ellie's out.